of you. Welcome to my class. My name is Jyoti and you're watching JG Chemistry. So students, today we are going to solve some problems on enamine formation and its application. And we'll also learn tricks to write the direct solution of such kind of problems, especially for those who are attempting the competitive exams. So guys, do subscribe my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest notification, and do like it, share it with your friends so that they will be beneficial of it. Okay, so let's start stock enamine synthesis. So first of all, we will see what are the requirements to form the enamine. Okay, and we will see then what is enamine. So you will be having for enamine formation ketone or aldehyde. This will be given to you along with the secondary amine. Okay, condition will be given to you. It may heating, on heating, or it may be in the presence of acid, as you can notice here. It is the alkylating or acylating agent will be given to you. For that, you can form the CC bond reaction. Okay, so this is basically the CC bond forming reaction where you need to form a new CC bond. So in that, either you can do the alkylation if the alkylating agent is given, or you can do the acylation if the acylating agent is given to you. And in the presence of acid, the hydrolysis will be done to get the final product. So this is the condition. So to have an idea about whether it is stock enamine synthesis or not, you should have ketone or aldehyde, secondary amine, and acid. Okay, a small amount of acid is required for hydrolysis, and of course any alkylating or acylating reagent will be given to you. So what will be the product? You will get the alpha substituted product. So if it is ketone, alpha substituted ketone will be your product. Substitution may be alkylation or acylation. So now let's see this simple reaction where we have acetone here, CS3COCS3. A secondary amine is given where you have 2 methyl group and 1 hydrogen in the presence of acid, para-toluene sulfonic acid. And here you can notice alkylating agent is given to you, PHCS2Cl. So this is the alkylation in the presence of secondary amine and acid. So the condition fulfills for stock enamine synthesis, means we are going to form the enamine. And you can notice the product is here alpha substituted. This CS3, you can notice one of the hydrogen is replaced by PHCS2. Okay, PHCS2. So this is the alpha position and we got the alpha substituted product here. Now let's see the mechanism. We have basically 2 steps here. We will see first step. In the first step, the reaction will occur between the carbonyl carbon and the amines. Okay, so basically the amines and carbonyl compound is going to form the enamine. Okay, so you can notice here nitrogen is having the lone pair of electrons, so it is a nucleophile, and the carbonyl carbon is electrophilic in nature. Okay, so the reaction will occur and the charge will move to the oxygen. Okay, negative charge will be there, oxygen being electronegative. And now nitrogen, since it has given its lone pair electron to the carbon, it gets a positive charge. Now to satisfy this charge, the oxygen will take the proton from it and will give its electron to the nitrogen. So you will get this kind of a structure. Now OH is not as a good leaving group, so to make it a good leaving group, it will abstract a proton from the neighboring carbon, the alpha carbon, and will give electron of this CH bond to the CS2, will generate a carbon ion here. Now OH2 plus is a better leaving group, so you can notice here the electron on the carbon, where negative charge on the carbon will move the electron to the CC bond, following by the discharge of the water. And finally, in the presence of acid, it will be very helpful to release the water here, and you will get a double bond here. So you can notice this is basically called enamine. So we have formed the enamine here, which is the condition synthesis of enamine. So what are enamines? Basically, you can notice this structure. It is the alpha beta unsaturated amines. Okay, alpha beta unsaturated amines. And you can show the tautomerism also. The lone pair on the nitrogen will move to the CN bond, and the double bond between CC will okay, give its electron to the terminal carbon, will get a negative charge, and it is called the imine. And imines are mostly inactive. Enamines are active form. So basically all our chemical reaction for CC bond formation will occur from enamine formation. Okay, as the negative charge on the carbon is more stable as compared to the nitrogen, so that because it is having the more electronegativity. So this was the first step for the enamine formation. Now in the second step we have the alkylating agent. So how does the reaction proceeds? Once you form the enamine, okay, so the lone pair on the nitrogen will force the reaction in the forward direction, and this CC bond will give its electron to the CH2 of this alkylating and push the Cl out as a negative. Okay, and this is the backside attack. So this is the SN2 mechanism, and you can notice at the alpha carbon we got the substitution here. Now since the nitrogen has given its electron, it got the positive charge, we have to satisfy it, and the water has been already released in the first step. So lone pair on the oxygen will give its electron to the carbon, followed by the satisfaction of this nitrogen positive charge. Okay, so once the oxygen of the water will give its electron, will get a positive charge. So lone pair on the nitrogen available will abstract the proton to satisfy this charge, and you will get this kind of structure. Now as you can notice here, so this is a structure we are having positive charge. So basically still we have the lone pair on the oxygen. So this will help to release the secondary amine from the carbon. Okay, so this is the entire procedure. What we are doing is the hydrolysis. Okay, so we are learning how to do the hydrolysis. All the steps belongs to the hydrolysis. So the lone pair on the oxygen will give its electron to the CO bond, followed by the discharge of the secondary amine. So actually you are regenerating the secondary amine, and then finally you have this structure where you have OH positive. Since you have released in the first step Cl minus here, the Cl minus will abstract this proton to satisfy the charge of this oxygen, and you will get the final product as the alpha substituted or alpha alkylated ketone. So this is our CC bond formation. You can notice here this was the acetone, and here you have increased the chain, and you have formed a new CC bond here. So we have learned the mechanism how to synthesize the enamine and how to get the substituted alpha substituted product in the presence of enamine. So now we will see some problems related to it to clear our concept. So as you can see, this type of reaction will be given to you in the question paper, either in MSc, or this type of problems comes in NET-GATE or JAM examination. So you can notice first we have to identify what kind of reaction is this. You have a carbonyl compound, you have secondary amine, pyrrolidine, very frequently given secondary alcohol in case of stock enamine synthesis. So you have ketone, or you have secondary amine, and then you have benzene, which is acting as a solvent here. Heating condition is given for hydrolysis, and you have the acylating agent here. So this is a direct hint of that the requirement is fulfilling for the stock enamine. So in the first step, as we have already learned in the mechanism, that enamine formation takes place. So I have already written the enamine. Okay, so I'm not writing all the steps again and again. Those who are in MSc students, MSc class, they have to write the steps into it, because the question they ask, write the mechanism. For competitive students, you just have to write the product. Okay, so that for that we will see direct trick also, how to write down the direct product without doing the mechanism. Okay, so this is the enamine, okay, form of it, and we have the acylating agent here. As we know, nitrogen will give its electron to the CN bond, followed by the CC bond, double bond, will give its electron to the carbonyl carbon, because being electrophilic in nature, and O minus you will get here, and finally this O minus will come back. It's form a bond here, double bond between C and O, and release the Cl here. So you will get this kind of intermediate where you have the nitrogen as positive charge. Okay, so we have already got the alpha substituted. okay, intermediate. Now you have to just do the hydrolysis to release the secondary amine. And we know that steps, second step we have learned in the mechanism, that is a hydrolysis, and where you regenerate this secondary alcohol, and you achieve your final product. So if you notice, we have started with the cyclohexanone, and you got the product cyclo alpha substituted cyclohexanone. So they may ask a conversion reaction also, like how to form from cyclohexanone to this product. So in that you can yourself take the reagent yourself. Okay, you need a secondary amine, you need a silating agent in the presence of acidic condition, and you can design it. Similarly, you can see they may give you enamine directly, and the reagent is given to you here. Like here we had the carbonyl, it may be ester also. This is again acylation. You have a leaving group here. Mostly it will be Cl or Br, because Cl and Br are the better leaving group. And you have the hydrolysis condition here. Okay, finally to release a secondary alcohol, or the secondary amine. Okay, so finally to release the amine here. So you can see here enamine alpha substituted product you will get here directly. So this is a trick also. If you guess that it is enamine reaction, and you know that enamine reaction alpha substituted product we get, so whatever reagent is given to you, you have to just put it on the alpha position by removing the leaving group. Okay, so now see the next problem here. You have, again, you can notice a ketone, you have amine here, and again reagent is given. This is the alkylating agent. Finally hydrolysis, you have a Br, which is a better leaving group. So finally you can directly write down the product here, attaching it at alpha position by removing the Br. So this is the trick you can use in the competitive exams, where the A, B, C, D, the multiple choice question is given and option is there. You can directly write down the product without solving the mechanism. So you can save your time also. Now in this condition, in this reaction, you can notice enamine is given, and we know enamines are useful for to form the CC bond. Okay, CC bond reaction. So this you can notice here. Okay, kind of conjugation exists here, right? And here also you can notice this is kind of unsaturation. Okay, you have C triple bond, and here you have C double bond C here. So this is unsaturated reagent which is giving to you. Again alkylation. So you can notice the lone pair from the nitrogen, it's give electron, how the migration of electron takes place to CH2, and then followed by the migration to this CH. Okay, will give you the carbanion here. And this carbanion is stable because you have a conjugation present here, C triple bond N. So this is in conjugation. Okay, so this CH minus will abstract this proton from here and satisfy this positive charge. So you will get here, after hydrolysis, the final product, which is alpha substituted. Okay, so if you notice, if you have to draw from here directly the product, we know enamine hydrolysis occurs in the presence of acid. So in place of this ring, you will get double bond O, and at alpha position you will be having CH2, CH2, Cn. Okay, so no double band here because you don't have any leaving group here. This is kind of a Michael type of addition, okay, where alpha beta unsaturated group is given to you. This is again the same kind of example. You can notice here you have CH2 double bond CH, and you have C double bond O, OED. So alpha beta unsaturated group is present here. Pyrrolidine, again you have the secondary amine, you have alkylating agent, and hydrolysis in the presence of ketone. So this is the hint that you are going to do the CC bond forming reaction at alpha position by forming the enamine. So this is the enamine, and you notice that we have this like we have done in the fourth reaction. Abstraction of a proton, satisfy this charge in the presence of acid, it will give you the final product. So this is the Michael type of condensation. After hydrolysis, you will get C double bond O here. At alpha position, you have again CH2, CH2, CO2, ET. Correct? So here again, this carbanion is stable because it is in resonance with this electron withdrawing group, right? So this is a stable carbanion. In this way, you can directly solve the problems. Okay, some more. Here you can notice we have asymmetrical ketone. Okay, at one alpha position, methyl substitution is there. In this condition, again you have secondary amine, you have acid, you have alkylating agent, hydrolysis conditions are given. So two possibilities are there to form the enamine. Either the abstraction of hydrogen will takes place from the less hindered, okay, you can notice here where no substitution is present, less hindered side, okay, so you are going to have a double bond here, or either you are going to have a double bond where the methyl is present, okay. So you can notice here, so this is the less hindered side and this is more substituted, more hindered side. So abstraction of a proton is easy where the from the less hindered side, okay. So this is a point which you have to keep in your mind, always the abstraction of a proton takes place from the less hindered side, okay. So less hindered side, the proton abstraction will takes place, and now alkylating agent is given, and at on the other alpha position, free alpha position, you can form the CH2PH, okay. And since I have designed the stereochemistry, that also we will see. Again from this other side, more substituted side, you will be having at the same carbon, you are going to have the alkylation. Both product will be there, one will be major and other will be minor, okay. This is major because always the abstraction of a proton takes place from the less hindered side. This is more stable because for abstraction this has to be in the same plane, and you can notice here nitrogen and this C double bond C, all three are in the same plane here because of no steric crowding. While here if you notice, you can notice here these C double bond C, CH3, the hydrogen, 3 hydrogen on the carbon will cause a steric hindrance, and some kind of planarity will be lost here. So the two will not remain in the same plane. And for conjugation we need in the same plane. So therefore it is in the minor, okay. And what about stereochemistry? You can notice here, if you imagine that this CH3 is above the plane, okay, so obviously the attack of this alkylating agent will be more preferred from the downside, okay, below the plane side, because there is no hindrance. If it is, it will attack from above the plane because there methyl is also present, then steric crowding will be there. So this CH2Cl will attack from below the plane, therefore you will get this on the wedge line. So the two are trans to each other if they give you the product with stereochemistry, okay. Then, or they ask you to draw the product with stereochemistry, then you have to design the stereochemistry, otherwise it is not required. So this kind of problem also you can notice, you have to just keep in mind the Stock-enamine reactions are highly regioselective. You can notice it is regioselective reaction, and alkylation always takes place at the less hindered alpha carbon atom. So if you keep in your mind this statement that alkylation always takes place at less hindered alpha carbon, you can directly design the product. If you see this, so you can directly put this PHCH2 on the less hindered side and you can say this is the product without doing the mechanism, okay, for those who are doing for competition. Now you can notice in this you have aldehyde, you have amine, but this amine is primary amine. We have already learned that we need secondary amine, but here primary amine. So if the two hydrogens are available from here, the abstraction of proton is not required on the will not happen in the presence of primary amine. So for that, to form the CC bond reaction, we need a strong base, okay, which will abstract the proton from the acidic, which will abstract the acidic proton, okay. So for that, either we will have the Grignard reagent, okay, or it may be the LDA, lithium diisopropyl amide. Both are very strong base, will abstract the proton. And then you can notice CH3I is the alkylating agent and hydrolysis conditions are given. So basically it is the drawback of the Stock-enamine reaction. And you can notice here that we are having this okay, enamine formation here. So it is not enamine, it is imine formation, okay, and imines are inactive, you know. So because both the hydrogens are taken away from this nitrogen, so you have CH double bond and here. So we need to generate a here carbon ion. For that we need a Grignard reagent of very strong base, so which will abstract the proton, the most acidic proton, okay. And this, once this carbon ion is generated, it will attack on the alkylating agent and will give you the CC bond forming, okay, intermediate. And now the final step, we know the removal of this amine by hydrolysis, and you will get the product here. So this is the mechanism for it. But if you want to do the product, if you want to write the product directly, you can directly write down. You can notice one of the carbon methyl, since methyl is given here, one of the methyl is introduced at this carbon, and you have here CH3 whole thrice. So CH3 whole thrice CHO, you can directly write down the product for MCQ type of questions. Similarly, you can notice this is again the same kind of case where you have primary amines. Therefore, they have given you the strong base, lithium diisopropyl amide. And since it has diisopropyl, which is a bulky group, it will obviously prefer to attack from the less hindered side, right? And you have here unsymmetrical ketone. So there are two alpha position, right? We have to see from which alpha position this will abstract the proton. Okay, so lithium diisopropyl being bulky in group will always abstract the proton from the less hindered side. So this is the less hindered side, and therefore you will get the final product, the alkylation at this position only, and this will be the your final product after hydrolysis. Okay, so in the first step, enamine formation will occur, and then second step, the abstraction of a proton in the presence of LDA from the less hindered side, and then once the carbon ion is generated here, the alkylation will take place here, and finally the hydrolysis, you will get the C double bond O. And this is the final product here. You can directly write down for MCQ, a competitive exam without solving it. For those who are writing the mechanism, we have already discussed the mechanism. You can write down the mechanism. So I hope the concept about the CC bond forming reaction with the help of enamine is clear. So see you in next video. Till then, bye bye.